Hello and welcome back. This is Bina Ali, and I am so happy to see you all again. Whoever has been following, whoever has not been following, can follow now. And here I am, as promised, with a and today's project will be the sunset, as I promised that we would do the sunset later. We did the sunrise earlier. If you haven't seen it, you can tune into the log into the page and just scroll down, and you will see the sunrise as well. And here today I'm going to create a sunset for you. And you know what the difference is, that especially in a sunset you start seeing the blue settling in, where in the sunrise we see more of the reds and the yellows, and the blues is, it's getting brighter. But when it's sunset, obviously it is getting darker. So here I am, and the first rule, I'm going to make this whole page, the background is going to be the sunset, and then I'll build up my foreground. All right, what is the background? This is the background, all of this page. What is the foreground? Whatever comes in the front is the foreground, whatever imagery you see in the front. All right, and so as I told you earlier, it's light against dark. If there's light behind you, you will be able to, the person in front of you will see a dark shadow or silhouette of you. So that is what happens during a sunset or sunrise. Even if you take a picture, you'll see that you are not, you'll be just coming out as a silhouette or as a shadow, or however you'd like to put it. So here I am. Now I'm going to start. I always tell all my students to start light with a lighter color, because you can always build up the darks, but once dark, it's difficult to go back to lighter, or you'll just start layering your art project, and you may not want to start layering it. All right, so here I'm starting from the yellows, and I will build it up. And here I'm going to go orange, okay. I need some more yellow here. You can use poster colors for this, you can use acrylics for this. Basically it's about the color, the how you mix the colors, and there we go. The application is simple. Even if you use pastels or color pencils, you need to blend it. Whichever material you use, whether it's oil paints or acrylics or pencils, crayons, make sure you blend it nicely, because the blending is what creates the whole painting's final effects. All right, so no color should be showing starkly. And I'm going to keep building this up a little, and I'm going to make it go a little red. I love watching the sunsets and the sunrises. I just love it. I love how God plays with color. I think it's next to impossible to create that kind of beauty in a painting. And the sky just becomes this beautiful canvas of colors. It's just absolutely breathtaking. So you could use your own pictures. You can go to the net or use your observation. And I'm going to start with the clouds now, okay? So I need to go light. And I need to be careful that this doesn't get dirty. If you mix up the two wrong colors, the water becomes murky and dirty. So you need to be careful that the water doesn't go dirty. Mine has gone dirty and I cannot get up and change it because I am in the middle of the project now. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear if you tried it or it inspires you to start painting. Are your children enjoying these sessions. There are going to be more to come. Stay home, stay safe, keep the children busy. Engage with the children yourself and make the most out of the COVID-19 situation that we are in together. And we will get out of it together. We just have to stay positive, keep our minds engaged in some positive activity, and try not to talk about it in front of the kids. And that is my cue for not talking about it anymore. All right. I'd love for you to share pictures as well if you do try it. And see, because every person produces a different kind of an artwork, right? So here, okay. It's a little wet, so we just give it like a few minutes for it to dry up, all right? And here is my black paint. I just love creating silhouettes, and I love trees, and I love nature. In short, there's so much you can learn from just observing nature. You have to be careful that your brushes don't splash paint on your painting, all right? So here I am going to start, and I'm going to paint a tree in front of this sunset, all right? So I need to touch this and see if it's dry enough. Yes, it is. I'm not doing any drawing on it, but you are more than welcome to do it with your children, and you can help your children as well. Look, it is a little wet. Okay, for the branches, I'll take a thinner brush, okay? Okay, let's just wait for it to dry a little maybe. And I am back. I think the paper is pretty much dry now. So I'll continue with my tree. And these are the branches. If you want to make it thinner, you keep the brush upright. Okay. Yeah, so it's not smudging so much now. Branches, the twigs, take out smaller ones. I love making trees because you have so much, freedom to take them as you will. It's like a brush is just flowing. I'll use this brush now. It's easier to control right now, but if you don't have it, just use the brushes you have. And here we go. When you're using acrylic paints and you take them out, take out as much as you need, because the one that is all the paint that is left over will just dry up and go waste. I'm switching between my brushes and using them as I like. If I need to go a little thicker, I use this. The branches are thicker where they meet the trunk of the tree, and as they go up, they get thinner. Okay, so I'm just making some branches. these branches that I made. Now I'll just finish them off. These are very simple projects that the kids can do either by themselves, or you can sit down with them and help them do it. It's very motivating for the children if you sit with them. Some children want more freedom, so just be there for the support. If they need to be, just do as your child requires. Every child is different. Some prefer having the parent around, some want to do it on their own. Just motivate them, and you must tell them what a good job they're doing, because all children paint so beautifully. Their spontaneity, they're so spontaneous. If you can help them with the color selection, that's great. Main thing is that the branches must have flexibility. This is a great project for adults as well who want to start painting or something, just to get the feel of the paints and let your creative juices flow. You have to start somewhere. So this is a good place to start. And I've always said that it's not the result but the process that is important. So enjoy the process. The results follow. I always stick to light in thick and thin lines, creating that variation brings more interest and depth to your artwork. I need a little thick paint, so I'm going to take out some more black. This is my black. And make sure once you're done, you clear up. Or the children, if it's the child doing it, you must clear up. You must wash your brushes properly. Acrylic paint once set does not wash off. So your brushes must be washed properly, especially from the roots, from the place they join, because that's where the paint just settles and spoils the brush. You must respect your art material. Wash your palettes. Wash your brushes. Clean your space. Okay, I'm going to turn this around a bit because otherwise I'll end up smudging it. So I want to treat these branches here. There we go. And now just some finishing touches. I'm showing an autumn tree, so it has more branches, but I can add some leaves to it to give it some more detail. How much detail you add is really up to you. So now it's really up to you how many leaves you want to add. Okay. I personally love working in clusters, so I'll just add a few more. And let me just turn on the light because it is getting a little dark. There we go. Okay, so guys, I'm also very new at this online art class thing, so whatever shortcomings the videos may have, I apologize. And if you have any suggestions, they're more than welcome. I am a very, very manual kind of person, and videos, and when I'm having my own classes, I prefer the children just I talk to the children about the project, and I take their interviews and to see how much they've understood from what from what I've told them, from what they're doing. But I just started making these tutorials. So if there's any feedback that you have, any suggestions that you have, I would love to hear from you. Please leave your comment. So this can be as rich as you like. You can keep adding leaves, or I'm just going to be adding some grass here. And I'm going to wind this session up for today and meet you in my next session. I need to turn this around. There we go. I want to give this tree a bit of a... It's too straight for me. Just too perfect. All right, here we go. And we're done. Just add some more here. Okay. I really need to stop, right? Sometimes it's just so tempting to go on and on. All right, so we're really done now. So leave your comments, tell me how you liked the project, tell me what you'd like to see, what you'd like to learn, and maybe we can work on those lines too. Okay? So yeah, best. Alright guys, so that's it from today. Thank you for tuning in. Take care and goodbye.